Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to LEGO Jurassic World. We're about halfway through with the story of Jurassic World. Let's continue it and see what happens. If anything happens. I kind of don't remember anything happening in the movie that much. So we're following the two kids, the main characters, and they've apparently gotten a little muddy and they're wearing like different colored shirt. At least the older brother is. That's strange. Where did he get the clothes change? Here is a Velociraptor switch, so we can't do anything with that. We're in the open world again, and there's a red brick. Oh, let's see. How could I get to that red brick? I don't think I can, sadly. Look, what if I, what if I snuck myself a little bit right here, and then hopped on this, and then it's not letting me jump off that. Darn it! Why can't I not jump off? Something about that platform. I didn't even know LEGO games could do this. I didn't even know they could be programmed that way. So can't cheat my way to that red brick. I would need a dinosaur. And who wants to guess that that's like a score times 2 red brick, the one I really need. Can I... We're not even in free play of the overworld yet, so I can't switch characters. We're in a weird story mode of the overworld.
Anywhere?
So yeah, the way they put together LEGO games with open overworlds is quite strange. It's there's a open world story mode, and there's an open world free play mode, and the difference is sometimes just the fact that you can change.
Well, sure. But not before we've thanked Aunt Claire for such a nice holiday. We'll be fine, Gray.
The little kid's driving, by the way.
I think I see the gate back to the lagoon.
Let's see, we're in a big open area and there's nothing here. If I switch to this guy and build this, can I summon a Velociraptor? Small, medium, and large dinosaurs, interesting. Velociraptor. Wow, I can summon a Velociraptor. Interesting. And then I can just run right back to where I was going to be. With my luck, this is not going to be score times anything. And then we would need an agile character. Darn it! Darn the luck. So I still can't get to it. There's something up there, it seems like, that we can reach eventually.
Oh, get off! That's my sandwich! Stop that! That's not for you! Come on, Ernie! Think of something!
So that guy needs... Now the Velociraptor doesn't have the ability to smash rocks. I don't even see anything over here. And you can't jump off edges. That's weird. By all means, the open world for Jurassic Park should be a really wide open, easy to make world. And you should have no difficulty doing that at all, and yet they seem to kind of have that issue. Here we're doing the scent follow. And hopefully that points us to something. And that builds a camera spot. So I suppose the kid could go ahead and take that. And there's a picture from the first movie.
Hey, Clement. I can hear someone coming.
Huh. You think they could help us with the gate? Yes. It's kids. Yeah, they're always great with technology. Right? Does one of you know how to fix actuators on a gate?
I can help.
Great. Donald here's made a real mess of them.
There's no INT in Santiago.
So the older brother can lift the younger brother up here, who then I assume needs to make a platform for the older brother to climb up here to fix it with the blue wrench. There we go. Still haven't started the level yet. But I think we kind of have time too.
Not bad, kid. You can do Donald's job. You know, if college doesn't work out.
Hey, I'm not stupid. You were calling me stupid, right? That was nice of them. Hey, should kids really be wandering around out here?
Is that a fact I see below me? It is.
So 7 minutes into the recording, just goofing around.
Right for the park.
Hello? Anybody home? Vic Hoskins. You know why I'm here?
So that guy works for
I'm
Engine.
working for 2 years on an application for these Raptors.
Let me be as clear as I
So
can.
it's still Engine.
No velociraptors are going to be set loose on this island.
Okay, boss. What's your next move?
We don't need anyone else.
So this is kind of the bad guy. He kind of takes control.
We have eyes on the target south
But
of
then
the
the other two characters are just behind the computer desk the whole movie, and they don't get time to
10 o'clock!
develop themselves. You're shooting like tennis balls at him. He's using a tree as a deflection, and then they free the birds. I suppose they could have killed all the dinosaurs on the first island. Or just all the dinosaurs could have even died from the licensing contingency. It could have actually worked. And then they could have taken dinosaurs from the second island and brought them back to the first island. Totally possible. Yeah. Pterodactyls now running amok. You know what I really appreciate, I've realized, is I appreciate that there isn't a Stan Lee or a Batmite or just any character
Happening.
that shows up constantly and
We have to get to the innovation center. It'll be
is
safe.
kind of annoying.
How do we get past all the pteranodons and endomorphodons?
So Zara, again, another character just not characterized enough in the movie.
No way, man.
There shouldn't be that many people in this movie, obviously, because they can't do anything with them. They barely even characterize the two main leads, main adult leads. There's the guy in the people hiding in the ice cream shop. So I think she can scream to break glass.
Come on, we've got to help him.
I wonder if there have actually been scientific studies that say women can scream at a higher pitch than a man. I mean, I suppose in general we kind of know that's true,
Music?
that they can scream at a higher pitch, but if either genders actually had the ability to break glass. It's pretty rare to that specific individual. But they really haven't thought well about giving a diverse set of abilities to all the girls in this run of movies. Well, in this run of video game levels based on the movies. And I think the movies themselves probably did a better job about being impartial there, and Lego just kind of assumed, and not even Lego, I guess that would be TT Games' assumption. We'll just give all the girls the ability to scream and break glass. We'll give all the guys the ability to fix things.
How do we get past?
I don't think we can.
I mean, think about it from that perspective. There's definitely a bad picture can be painted. A lot of the guys have the ability to carry guns. No girl has a gun. Here's the adult leads showing up. Even in the movie, I don't think she really had much ability. There are no female ACU members in this scene. Just the same one ACU member 4 times.
Dinos are gonna let us just walk by 'em.
That guy's eating sushi.
There's a hologram projector on the roof. We can use it.
Hologram projector on the roof? 3D experience. They released. She managed to make it by. They released Jurassic Park in 3D. I'm not sure I'd particularly want to watch it in 3D. I mean, I guess it's alright because the movie was originally not made to be 3D, so it's not like it's gonna have all that terrible jump at the screen stuff in it. But I bet it probably isn't worth it. I would say probably is still better just watching like the remastered Blu-ray, whatever the best version would be. And that's probably not the Blu-ray version. Coffee with a woman with a beehive hairdo.
All right. Let's see what displays you've got programmed into you.
Down, up, left. Down, up, left. We don't really have holographic projectors that could work just like that. I don't think you can do them outside, and it looked pretty good. So we automatically switch over here. Why does the girl have the heebie-jeebies?
Hey, good job, kiddo.
Although the argument really doesn't feel like they're trying to say any specific person is incompetent. They're trying to make a kids movie where in general in kids movies all the adults are incompetent, and they succeed at that quite well in this movie. All the success we've seen up to this point is the 2 kids. You could have thrown in a 3rd kid too. There's your relationship, is throwing the young love relationship with the older brother or the younger brother. That's certainly how they would have done it in the 80s. So I don't know why they missed that shot, or that thought. It may just be too much to do a romance on top of their parents getting divorced, although I don't think their parents getting divorced was a good plot line anyways. It's not like it's proven itself to be useful. Deering Mitchell. I was trying to think if the aunt and the nephew should have the same last name, and obviously I guess not. They don't have the same last name, then they shouldn't. Although that certainly could happen if a couple sisters marry a couple brothers, or two sisters marry two men with the same last name. It's been known to happen. So we're just kind of goofing around here. Maybe this arcade isn't actually called Game Over, and there's just a screen that said Game Over. The screen's not even there this time. This area is a little bit different. Turn that key. They could have taken out all this left stick twisting completely. There's Ellie the hacker panel. So what am I supposed to be doing? Come over here and reboot it.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, I've realized that I have this terrible habit, and when I talk, I often say, "What am I supposed to be doing?" or "IV," and I'm throwing a B in there that shouldn't be in there. I'm gonna have to learn to train myself. That's not a very good sentence either. To speak better English.
Not expect that to happen.
There's no way past the fire.
How do we get past the fire? There's this leaking gasoline. Won't that... Yeah, we'll blow up the fire. Fires are vulnerable to explosion, right? Technically, sorta. So now we get the Y hint. Zara, with a name like Zara, she could have been a really wild character. Like, hippy-dippy environmentalist, fortune teller. She could get some good lines of like, "I sense an evil spirit nearby" type stuff, and then a dinosaur shows up. And they did nothing with it. Nothing at all. Maybe they did do something in the movie, and maybe it's just the fact that the Lego games are very shortened versions of the movie, but I don't remember anything in the movie happening either with her. They might as well have just killed Zara and a lot of the other characters. If you're gonna just introduce characters and do nothing with them, you might as well just have them killed off. Pretty early in the movie too. Set the stakes with them. It would be incredibly easy, instead of the kids kind of just wandering off from Zara, if Zara was just brutally just killed by not even a hugely important or well-known dinosaur, just a small or medium-sized dinosaur. and then the kids could have been terrified after just being like covered in the blood of Zara, and then they could have run for their own safety. And then it wouldn't even be the kids' fault that they aren't where they're supposed to be. Instead, this is kind of a story of kids that wandered off and caused a lot of trouble to themselves. Well, maybe at that point they kill her off. But I would have killed her off a lot earlier. Ah, and this is introducing the big fish dinosaur that is it called the Dilophosaurus or what?
That's her! Larry, I'm on my way back to you.
Bad idea. This guy Hoskins is in charge. He's got some insane plan to use raptors.
We're putting a new team on the ground.
They've never been out of containment. It's crazy.
This isn't your territory anymore. Don't forget, you work for me.
And so they put, I think they put some kind of helmets on these guys.
If we do it,
with cameras on them.
we do it my way. Easy. Easy.
And so they're sending the raptors out as an attack team. The one dinosaur has a helmet still in his mouth. That was a funny joke.
They found something.
Rarely do they spend the time to do that level of comedy in a Lego game. Those guys have guns, they'll shoot you and make you cry. And the guys
I
go,
know why they wouldn't tell us what it's made of.
Why?
That thing's part raptor.
and so the Indominus Rex convinces the raptors to join on her
Watch your
side.
six! The raptors have a new alpha.
Those guys don't have a chance.
So we gotta save 4 characters for the second half of the game. And it's just so ridiculous that they wouldn't tell them. What's the difference? If you're already making a clone of a T-Rex, oh, we're making a monster based on one of the strongest dinosaurs ever, but we mix some of the other strong dinosaurs together. You've already made the monster. The line at which people would be would be afraid is about 5 seconds after you say we cloned a dinosaur. People are going to be terrified. Not, oh, we cloned a dinosaur that is part T-Rex and part Raptor. But they felt they needed to up the stakes, and I don't think they needed to. I think that there was other ways this could have been done. With just the T-Rex and the Raptors and the Spitters. And just the same characters over and over again. Because, like, when you make a different movie, think of, well, the Rocky series. Rocky has like 12 movies. Does not Rocky get stronger and more characterized and more powerful each movie? Isn't that the whole thing? Is he gets better and more scary? If you look at any horror series, like Nightmare on Elm Street. Does not Freddy Krueger every movie get a little bit stronger, a little bit more terrifying, do something different, at least a little bit in each movie? So you could certainly have a Jurassic Park series where it's just the T-Rex is the one of the main dinosaurs that's always there. Because you're just not gonna trump the T-Rex. And what's weird is they tried to trump it with this big shark dinosaur that was kind of like recently discovered when this movie came out, and nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. It has the fandom of dinosaurs. If you like dinosaurs, if you even have a slight affinity from them, it's all coming from Jurassic Park and cartoons. It's not coming from an actual scientific understanding of dinosaurs. Otherwise they would have feathers, and we would all have subscriptions to like architectural, no, not architectural monthly, but archaeologist monthly. We'd be reading all those science journals and such. We kind of have almost that kind of affinity for stars and galaxy stuff, but even at that, we don't make movies based on the fact that we may have discovered some more planets with our new telescope, or we've got a robot called Curiosity on the surface of Mars. No, we make space movies where we go a lot further and do a lot more, and it's all just fiction. Fiction that might be based only the loosest on reality. Star Trek, for example, great example. It's like not based on the current knowledge of the star system. It was based on good writing and characterization. Jump in the poo. I love doing that.
Did this ate something useful.
Although I will say, when the girl doctor does it, I think she says something a little bit funnier and looks a little bit funnier when she does it, because this guy, he still seems very much like he's an alpha male, super warrior style character, even when jumping in poo, which it loses some of the comedy. You know, it's really unrealistic that you would send your kids to your aunt if your aunt was a CEO of anything. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. People should know CEOs are incredibly busy usually. And, well, and she's probably not even the CEO, but she was the main person in charge of Jurassic World, so the parents should have known she was gonna be incredibly busy always, and that was even some of the story plot, was how she hadn't even seen her nephews in like several years. And what am I supposed to do? Use my camouflage? I kinda needed something to remind me I had that. I think you kind of have to go, if you're going to make a Jurassic World 2, you kind of have to say all the dinosaurs get off the island and it just gets totally out of control. I think you have to have dinosaurs at a certain point just running around all the planet like a plague. Like some dinosaur disease or something spreads and allows some major disaster to happen.
Sorry about this, Delta.
So he's gonna punch him in the butt. Looks like. And then it looks like we're close to the end of this level. Not really doing too much here. Again, the first half of this level was maneuvering ourselves through the front of the facility.
No, you don't. I've got 65 million years of smarts over you. Whoa! What the?
And look, he does go camouflage.
It's you! Come on, give it all you got. I'm one tough cookie.
Let's come over here.
With blue in the way.
So, I think they're all getting what they deserve for messing with things they shouldn't know anything.
Shoot it with your stun rifle.
Shoot your stun rifle. Jumpstart that car. See, that must have been new dialogue because I don't recall there being a stun rifle in the movie at all. And there goes Blue.
Sorry, Blue.
You got
So-
any idea how we get the big one to spit out his dinner? That could be useful.
So the Raptors don't save the day. In fact, they really don't have a reason for being in the movie much at all.
Let me add some spice to that.
Ah, pepper. There's absolutely no reason to believe a dinosaur would sneeze from pepper. Different animals' noses are different. Look, one of them's riding a motorcycle. That's funny.
I want to go home now.
Oh, sweetheart, you will, okay? I promise. Tomorrow you will be home and your mother will never let me see you again.
Go! Go!
Are we gonna get a chase scene, or is this just gonna be a cutscene?
Knock him out, Zach! Knock him out!
You've got a rifle too, Gray.
So we're interesting chase scene here. It's at least a little bit different. I'm pushing the button like crazy.
Whoa!
Zach!
Hold on.
I am!
I suppose this is a good way to have a action scene with kids that you really couldn't get stunt actors to fully look like.
I don't...
It's on the door.
Hit it, Zach! Get it in! Hit it!
The rifle.
They lose the rifle. And so now the other team is shooting, trying to save the day like this. And this is the first instance we've had in this game at all with any character having a life bar. We've seen it in other LEGO games, but there's no reason why it should have been implemented in this game. We're far too close to the end of the story for them to introduce something new that extensive. Shoot the kids. Leave them down. Leave them as bait. So ultimately, the Raptors are the bad guys again. But all I have to do is tap X. They tickle. I love these Lego gags.
Can't wait to tell Mom!
No! You cannot tell your mother about that ever!
We have to get indoors. Follow me.
Honestly, I think it would be rather fun to watch a Lego version of a movie like right after the movie came out. Not even play a Lego game. Just when you get
Everything must
in
be
when you
accounted
watch a
for.
movie in
I
the
want all
theater,
backup
there's a break,
generators online.
and then you, after that break, like a 30-minute break,
Where have
you
you
come
been?
back and you watch the
Change
same
of plans.
movie in Lego
Mission took a
version
jog
with
to
all
the
the
left.
goofs and
I'm
gags.
taking everything off-site.
So it almost feels like the bad guy was trying to take control and trying to cause a catastrophe to take control. But honestly, I think in the movie he was just trying to take control. It's just a bunch of ambitious adults trying to be in charge, and that's all there really is to it. Again, not a bad length for a level, even though that level was kind of had not a lot of things in it. It still was 30 plus minutes long. A lot longer than some of the other stories in the previous movies. We can look at the locks there. There's not a ton of things that are locked left. There are still a lot to be purchased, like vehicles. Let's see if there's 2 left. That indicates that we may get the last 2 vehicles in the next level, and that next level may be the last level of the entire movie. It's possible. There's still a lot of dinosaurs to find, but that's not unsurprising. We complete the level, so we get a gold brick. So, yeah, we're making good progress. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.